All right. Hi, guys. Want to do a quick video on Fundrise. I got a lot of requests and questions about it after posting a screenshot of my actual test account that I set up for about a little bit over a year ago, and just showing the profits made from it. I like to actually test out different platforms, different vehicles that I come across. And then from there, see how well it goes. I'll post a little bit into the account. And if I see that it's making the type of money I want to see, then I will post larger amounts. So that's what I did with Fundrise, and wanted to do a quick overview of what they are, who they are, what they do, and how it works. So Fundrise is what we call a REIT, a real estate investment trust. And with that, it's a collection of funds that are used for commercial real estate only. So we're looking at apartment buildings, we're looking at plazas, commercial buildings like that. It may be renovations, it could be brand new buildings that are being built. And what Fundrise does is they are a part of the loan process. So if a well-known builder wants to build a new high-rise in Buckhead or Atlanta, instead of trying to get all of the funding that's required from a bank, they may get a portion from the bank. They may get a portion from some type of accredited investors or some type of funding company. And in this case, Fundrise is one of the funding companies that will provide a portion of the loan needed. So let's say the loan needed maybe $5 million. Fundrise might do 1 million of the 5 million based off of crowdfunding from a collection of people, and then their own money that they have as a company to go towards the loan. And how you make money is off of two things. One, it could be the selling of a property, which will give appreciation, or off of dividends. So dividends is the amount that they're giving for just being a part, or being with a part of the portfolio. I can't get my words out tonight. It's kind of late. And so you get to choose which type of funding you would like to do. So it's called the investment plan, and I chose the balanced investment plan, which means you get both dividends and appreciation. And I'm glad I chose that because there are going to be some times where dividends are going to be great, and there's going to be some times where appreciation may be a little bit greater. So I wanted the best of both worlds. As you can see on the returns from 2019, dividends, the total all time that I've received off of the $1,000 that I placed in this account was $85.23. Appreciation, I got $50.72. So the total, they have low advisory fees, which I do like because I hate giving admin fees for money off of the accounts that I have. I'm always looking for how much commission or admin fees that they're trying to take off of the profits that you've gained. And Fundrise doesn't take a lot, which I like as well. So the total profit made on this particular account was $134.29 to date. If you'll notice, the post that I made on January 1st showed zero for the total. I believe it was about zero for the year to date. This account has already made $1 within a couple days. So pretty cool. This is one of those accounts, one of those investment vehicles that you just put your money in it and you go do something else and don't worry about it. Now, keep in mind, with any type of investment, there is always risk involved. There's never a guarantee. But the way I view risk is there's no risk, no reward, number one. And I look at it as when I put money into an investment, I count it as already lost. So if I gain, wonderful. If I lose it, write it off. Whenever you're investing, if it's money that you need to use, I highly recommend not investing it to begin with. That's just my philosophy on that. But like I said, there's always a risk. In this case, for me, I find Fundrise to be one of the less riskier platforms when it comes to real estate investing. This is a way to own or find a way to make income from the real estate market without actually having to go and get loans and have properties in your own name if you choose to. In this case, they are not dealing with housing. They're dealing with commercial property, so apartment buildings. Mainly that's what I've seen the most is apartment buildings. And that's something I wanted to show you so you can actually see where your money's going. And that's the thing I love the most. So you get to see the activity. In this case, they just added a new project to my portfolio on January the 3rd. It's a new acquisition. So a builder, some company is buying these apartments in Texas. And in order to buy them, they needed money. So as a part of that deal, they actually got a loan from Fundrise, I'm presuming. And it's called a debt structure, so therefore we know it's a loan. We can actually see the rating here of the actual project. Now, do you get to choose the projects? No. The projects are chosen by Fundrise. They manage all the projects. They manage to make sure that things are moving along as they should be, which I'll show you in just a second. You can also see what the projected annual return is. Most of the projects that I've seen so far tend to last anywhere from 3 to 5 years total, max, as far as the loans are concerned. So for each year that loan is there, they will get 8.8% return is what's projected. In most cases, when dealing with builders, they like to get in and get out. So I've noticed that the projects, when they're exiting or when they're closing out, they close out pretty quickly. So I've seen quite a few close within 1 year. You will get emails telling you that, hey, this particular project successfully closed. The builders has paid out. But your money, how we got here, does not depend all the way on when something exits. So you're not waiting on a builder to close a deal in order for you to get dividends. Dividends are given every month regardless. Their dividends is based on the whole portfolio and not a specific project. The appreciations are based on the specific projects that are in your portfolio. So as those close, you get the appreciation from them. And that's how that works. So in the next one, there's a new apartment development in Los Angeles, California. It's a debt structure. I love the fact that I get to see the layout of the building. I get to see what it's going to look like when it's completely done. But more importantly, this one doesn't have it. I'll show you another one. Let's scroll down. Where you actually get to see, here we go. Here's one. Here's a progress report. So they'll post progress reports on where they are. You get to see your money at work. And for me, that makes me feel a lot better about where I place my money. When I can actually see the progress. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. But here's where they are. So as they're making progress, you get to see. It says 3 of 5 residential buildings have taken shape. So you actually get to see the money that you've placed in there at work and being put to use and not feel like someone's trying to rip you off. So I like that a lot. They do have an app, and I'm sorry if I'm scrolling a little too fast. They do have an app that you can download so that you'll get the pop-ups on your phone to say, hey, something new has happened. There's a new activity going on in your account, or with one of your projects, here's an update. You can see a list of all the projects that are part of your portfolio, of which my portfolio has 126 active projects. That's a lot more than I can ever do on my own. I'm not a big fan of real estate as far as owning houses and renting them out. Not that it's not good. It's a great investment. I just don't want the responsibility that comes with it. I don't want to deal with renters. I don't want to deal with fixing up houses and all of that. That's not my skill set. So with that, I still wanted to get into some form of real estate investing. And for me, this was pretty good. So this is one of the tools I use to find a way to make money from the real estate market. There are others, and I'm going to share more with you guys later, but I really wanted to kind of give you a little bit more of a glance of what this is. Now, to show you the performance at the top, the tab here, you can see your year-to-date returns for 2019. It gave 10.6%. So to put that in layman's terms, for every $100 put into this account, I received back $10.60 for work that I did not do. The only thing I have to do is just put money in it and walk away. How often do I check this? Unless I get a pop-up on my phone, once a month. This does not require research or time from me. It doesn't require work from me. And I'm all about owning my 24 because you only get 24 hours in the day. And with this, I don't have to use any of my 24 to manage it. So that's why I like Fundrise. Other things that you can see, of course, like I mentioned before, you can see your entire portfolio as far as all the active projects that you have going on that are part of your portfolio. I believe I did mention you do not get to pick what goes in there. They do. But so far they've done pretty well by me. I haven't had any issues with them, and they don't spam you to death in your email. That's another thing that kind of works my nerves with some of the investment platforms. Too many emails. Not gonna go through. Okay, yes, transactions. Oops, clicked that a little too fast. Transactions, you can see each time they post into the account. Dividends into the account. Whenever I actually put money into it, you would have seen this. And as you can see, I didn't put any more funding in this account at all. I just put it in there and let it sit. And that was it. Other things, something that is important is the documents here. As I stated earlier, you will get a 1099 at the end of each year. They haven't posted for the 2019 year yet. This was from 2018 for taxes. And then for each month, you can actually review your account statement to see what changes have happened, how your funding is going. I have never downloaded and looked at one of these statements. I look at everything straight from online or either from the app on my phone. So things that you need to know. In order to invest in Fundrise, you have to start with a minimum of $500. After that, you can put in increments of $50, I believe, unless something has changed. But the minimum to start is $500. I think this is a pretty good tool because, like I said, you don't have to do a lot of work with it once you decide what you want to get into. And just as a PSA, I don't work for or receive anything from Fundrise at all. This is just me sharing based off of some of the questions that I received regarding Fundrise. Now, do I recommend putting everything that you have into this? No. I'm a firm believer in having diversity and diversifying your investments. There's a post that's going around about the 8 streams of income. I am purposing this year to have 8 streams of income. That's what Streamline IG is all about, is finding multiple streams of income. So 8 streams of income, this is just one of them as far as real estate is concerned. You need to invest in different markets and not have everything in one market. Because let's say we have a real estate bust again. Now, I feel comfortable with Fundrise because it's commercial properties. I don't feel comfortable with housing and the fact that if there was a bust, then the person who has gotten these loans, they're kind of stuck with them. And that's the part that I really didn't want to have to deal with as well. So if something were to happen, I cannot say that there isn't any risk. You will never hear me say there's no risk. I just feel comfortable with Fundrise to where it's commercial properties. They're not holding on to these things for a long time. They get in, they get out. And that's something that I like. They're doing what I can't do on my own because they're collecting funds from various places to be able to issue out millions at a time to be able to provide the portfolio that I have here. So that's my take on Fundrise. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, post in the Facebook group there, and I'll provide whatever you need. I'm pretty big on sharing. I will end by saying this, that one of the reasons why I started Streamline IG is that there are so many methods out there to produce income. The problem is that we don't know about them. It isn't always that they're being hidden from us. We just simply don't know. And so I wanted to make it a little bit easier by testing out different platforms and then sharing the information and knowledge. But I do have to make sure that everyone understands I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular hardworking person like everyone else that has taken time to try to learn as much as I can from various people that I've met through networking, through different platforms that I'm a part of, that I've spent money to be a part of, to learn and grow in the area of investing, and just trying to share that with people who are around me. So if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm a little sleepy tonight. It's a late night video, so if I'm fumbling on my words a little bit this evening, please do excuse me. But have a great evening, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday because this is actually an early video. We have some more stuff coming this week. Have a good one. Bye.